Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Aufnahmesession von Valhalla. Es ist schon eine ganze Weile her bei mir, und zwar genau einen Monat, seitdem ich es das letzte Mal gespielt habe. Keine Ahnung, wie diese Pause zustande kam. Ich hatte irgendwie keine große Lust und mir kam ständig was dazwischen, wenn ich es aufnehmen wollte, und man hatte einfach irgendwie viel zu tun. Und ich habe gedacht, ich mache es jetzt einfach und wir spielen jetzt das Ende durch. Ich weiß schon, welches Ende ich bekommen werde. Aber ich muss sagen, das Ende, das wir bekommen, ist tatsächlich eines meiner Lieblingsenden. Zwar haben wir da kein Special-Event oder sowas, aber es ist trotzdem ganz cute. So, also wieder reinkommen. Aha. Augmented Eyes down for maintenance. Gut. Und hier ist auch schon das Thank you. Cool. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, ab zur Arbeit und genießen wir unseren letzten Tag auf der Arbeit. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's Eve. I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gaby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gaby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Well, da geht alles den Bach runter. Einen Moment. So. Gut. Hello. Gaby. Oh no. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Hoch, es ruckelt. Warum? Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all these times my sis provoked you that way. Like the time where you gave where she gave you chocolate labeled 1, 2 and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a free... Jesus. Or at that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Erstmal anderes Fernsehprogramm. Cool! Why? Hell if I know, I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards, they don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she was still alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Oh, come on. So, thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow thought. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together too. Together? Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left her anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Sodbrennen? Heißt das acid reflux? Sodbrennen? Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and parts of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been major and not shouted at you either, so let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message called Danger You? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, and I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about it down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be oppressive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So, that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 30 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while, to put my thoughts in order. Hey, das ist alles genau dasselbe wie bei mir. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand, I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Huh? You know the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think about back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the major one, you know. Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to set her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. That afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what a reason I come up with, it will never make me sense. Oh, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again. And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in stalking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gaby with. Preferably something sweet. Okay. Etwas Süßes. Optional Kammertrin. Ja, hauen wir raus, Alter. Grab this for a second. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I look out for Gaby in your absence. I'll make sure Gaby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. Oh, I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say to me, say to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot, why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! I always told you everything. Was I love you, idiot? You idiotic idiot! Hey, Jill. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers! So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. You might as well break the alcohol taboo here now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... Oh. I did hide all the... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh man. Okay, and as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in salad days later. She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? That's hot, somehow. Jill. I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gaby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clary's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course! How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I will say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I would love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread's always good. Really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. Jetzt leckt's gerade wieder mega extrem, keine Ahnung warum. Stop it! Stop it, I tell you! Jesus fucking dicks. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian. Mark 1 for Daddy. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Okay, warte, ich starte mal kurz die Aufnahme neu. So, jetzt dürfte es wieder flüssiger laufen. That said, sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whatever he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Huh. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the state one too many things argument. Mom always obsessed with high society in her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did you react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. warum ruckelt das denn so? Ich verstehe es nicht. They did? Okay, Moment, ich mach mal kurz was. So. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. Jetzt haben wir gerade... Ah, jetzt. Gut. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night though, no alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me? Great. Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. What the fuck? Oh! Writer Fernando Damas. Programmer Fernando Damas. Christopher Ortiz. Ich kenne den Namen irgendwoher. Ortiz. Jo. Das war's dann also mit Valhalla. Nach den Credits dürfte die Endszene kommen. Auch wenn ich jetzt so eine lange Pause hatte, kann ich trotzdem noch ein Fazit abgeben. Ich fand das Spiel eigentlich jetzt ziemlich gut. Ich fand es auch witzig. Ich finde es interessant, wie viele Themen mit der heutigen Zeit übereinstimmen. Und ja, das wohl auch noch in 60 Jahren sich vieles noch gleich ist. Also nein, ich fand die Story ja ganz gut. Ich fand die Charaktere bis auf ein paar recht interessant. Es war einfach eine schöne Visual Novel. Zwar nicht mit der Art von Interaktivität, wie man es sonst gewohnt ist bei Visual Noveln, wo man hier schon recht interaktiv war. Und ja, mit den ganzen Drinks mixen und so weiter, es hat echt Spaß gemacht, echt. Also ein paar schöne Storys, ein paar schöne Dialoge gehabt. Also ich fand's spannend, manchmal auch ein bisschen lasch, aber ich finde dieses Spiel oder diese Novel ziemlich gelungen. Auf jeden Fall schöne Ideen drin gehabt. Did you have fun? Yes. Ich kann nichts anklicken. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? Ach, das ist jetzt wohl das Endgespräch zwischen Gaby und Jill. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We play some more tomorrow. Good night. Oh. Gracias, Pilucci. Ja. Ah, Wednesday, 1. Februar. To think I would be evicted. They're pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill, Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right. About that. Forget it. I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Wow, your bed is huge! Queen size, considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty night. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... No, go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep in my Ja. Geil, aber wo man jetzt nochmal safen kann. Ich mach's einfach mal. Oh, New Game, na klar. Also, Leute. Wie gesagt. Jetzt steht hier Gaby. Ach, das ist ja cool, Junge. So, jetzt gibt's hier noch New Game Plus. Man kann es also nochmal spielen, ob es irgendwelche Veränderungen bringt oder nicht. Ich glaube nicht. Aber ich freue mich, dass ihr bis zum Ende dabei wart. Wenn ihr bis zum Ende dabei wart. Und ja, wir sehen uns bald bei der nächsten Visual Novel. Dies wird sein Everlasting Summer. Und ich freue mich schon darauf. Zwar nicht auf das ganze Rendern und Cutten, aber ich freue mich auf die Visual Novel und hoffe, dass ich da wieder ein bisschen mehr Motivation habe und länger durchhalte. Na gut, Leute. Dann sieht man sich bei der nächsten Visual Novel oder beim nächsten Video. Bis dann. Ciao.